First time caller. I just wanted to say to Cormier, like, yo, at the end of the day, he left the ring crying. Like, yo, what's up with that?
The crazy thing is that it was allowed to happen.
Growing up, Daniel's story was shaped by hardship. Born in Louisiana, he lost his biological father at age 7. His dad, a truck driver, was murdered by his new father-in-law on Thanksgiving Day. Despite this tragedy, Daniel found a father figure in his stepdad, Percy Benoit, who worked tirelessly to provide for the family. They struggled on government assistance, but hard work and determination were values ingrained in him from a young age. School was rough for Daniel. He was bullied by a kid named Gilbert, who beat him up constantly. Daniel felt powerless to fight back, lacking the confidence to defend himself. One day, after being bullied yet again, fate intervened. A wrestling coach noticed Daniel and introduced him to the sport. Wrestling became his saving grace. It transformed him, giving him the skills and confidence to stand up to his bullies. Gilbert, his tormentor, finally met his match when Daniel used his newfound wrestling skills to pin him down. Despite his wrestling prowess, academics weren't a priority for Daniel in high school. His grades forced him to attend junior college in Kansas, where he had little to do but train. Wrestling gave him direction, and his dedication paid off as he became a national champion. At 15, Daniel competed in his first world championship, and his career skyrocketed from there. However, life wasn't without heartbreak. At age 24, Daniel became a father, but tragedy struck in 2003 when his daughter died in a car accident caused by a reckless driver. The pain was unimaginable, but Daniel channeled his grief into his athletic pursuits. He represented the U.S. at the Olympics in 2004, placing 4th, and was set to compete again in 2008, but had to withdraw due to kidney failure from extreme weight cutting. This setback led him to transition to MMA. Daniel made his MMA debut at 31 and quickly rose through the ranks, competing in Strikeforce and later the UFC. Despite his success at heavyweight, Daniel moved to light heavyweight out of loyalty to his training partner and friend Cain Velasquez, the reigning heavyweight champion. This decision led to one of the most heated rivalries in UFC history with Jon Jones. The build-up to their fight was intense, filled with trash talk and animosity. Daniel was determined to prove himself, but their first fight ended in a loss for Cormier. Undeterred, Daniel vowed to come back stronger. When Jones was stripped of his title due to legal troubles, Daniel seized the opportunity and became the light heavyweight champion by defeating Anthony Johnson. It was a triumphant moment, solidifying his place in UFC history. Despite setbacks, including another loss to Jon Jones and Jones's repeated controversies outside the octagon, Daniel remained resilient. His career was a testament to overcoming adversity, and he continued to inspire fans with his grit and determination. Daniel Cormier's journey in mixed martial arts is one of perseverance, triumph, and the struggle of a competitor determined to leave a lasting legacy. Early in his career, he faced challenges that tested both his physical limits and mental resolve. One such incident involved a shin injury during sparring, where a ligament tear forced him to make difficult decisions about his future fights. Despite these hurdles, Cormier's resilience became a defining aspect of his career. The rivalry between Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones is arguably one of the most intense in UFC history. It was marked by fierce competition, emotional press conferences, and bouts that defined an era. Their first encounter saw Jones emerge victorious, leading to years of animosity and a deep desire for redemption from Cormier. Their rematch became one of the most anticipated fights in the sport. While Jones won again, the result was later marred by a doping violation, which complicated the narrative and left Cormier grappling with mixed emotions about reclaiming the title. Cormier's move to heavyweight brought a new chapter to his career. Coaching on The Ultimate Fighter against heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic provided a build-up to one of the biggest fights in UFC history. Cormier's stunning knockout victory over Miocic earned him the heavyweight belt, making him one of the few fighters to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. This achievement cemented his status as one of the greatest fighters of all time. Outside the octagon, Cormier faced personal trials that shaped his perspective. The loss of his father during his career brought him closer to his family, reminding him of the importance of cherishing time with loved ones. Balancing personal struggles with professional demands, he emerged as a role model who carried himself with honor and dignity. As Cormier's career wound down, injuries and age became more apparent. He acknowledged the toll fighting had taken on his body, particularly after his back issues worsened before a fight with Derek Lewis. Despite these challenges, his final fights were against top-tier opponents, showcasing his competitive spirit until the very end. Cormier's retirement marked the conclusion of a remarkable career. He transitioned from competitor to commentator, continuing to contribute to the sport he loved. Reflecting on his legacy, he expressed pride in being remembered as a role model and leader, both inside and outside the octagon. Cormier's story is a testament to determination, humility, and the pursuit of greatness in the face of adversity. Daniel Cormier's life story is a testament to resilience, hard work, and an unyielding will to succeed. Born in Lafayette, Louisiana, Cormier faced adversity from an early age. Losing his father to violence at a young age and enduring the hardships of a modest upbringing, he learned early on the value of perseverance. Wrestling became his first outlet, a sport that would shape the foundation of his career. Cormier's wrestling skills quickly gained him recognition, earning him a spot as a standout collegiate athlete at Oklahoma State University, and later as an Olympian representing the United States. These early successes were a prelude to what would come in his mixed martial arts, MMA career, though not without challenges. As Cormier transitioned to MMA, he brought with him the grit and determination forged in wrestling. Training with the American Kickboxing Academy, AKA, he found a home among some of the sport's best athletes. Cormier quickly rose through the ranks, winning his first 15 professional MMA fights. His dominant performances in the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix, where he defeated seasoned veterans like Antonio Silva and Josh Barnett, established him as a force to be reckoned with. His transition to the UFC came with high expectations, and Cormier delivered, showcasing his ability to out-wrestle and outstrike opponents in both the heavyweight and light heavyweight divisions. However, Cormier's UFC journey was not without its complications. His rivalry with Jon Jones remains one of the most iconic and heated in MMA history. Their first fight at UFC 182 saw Jones use his reach and striking advantage to secure a unanimous decision victory. The loss weighed heavily on Cormier, fueling his determination to improve and seek redemption. Over the years, their rivalry extended beyond the octagon, with verbal jabs, public confrontations, and deeply personal accusations, including Cormier's belief that Jones had used performance-enhancing drugs to gain an advantage. Cormier's chance for redemption came at UFC 214 in their highly anticipated rematch. Despite putting on a valiant performance, he was defeated again, this time by knockout. However, the victory was short-lived for Jones, as he tested positive for a banned substance, resulting in the fight being overturned to a no contest. Cormier was reinstated as the light heavyweight champion, but the controversy surrounding their bouts left him frustrated. He openly expressed his disappointment, not just with the results, but with the tarnished nature of what could have been a clean rivalry. While Cormier's rivalry with Jones dominated headlines, his career was filled with other significant milestones. After reclaiming the light heavyweight title, he defended it against formidable challengers like Anthony "Rumble" Johnson and Alexander Gustafsson. These fights showcased Cormier's versatility as he combined elite wrestling with effective striking to overcome diverse skill sets. His grit, technical skill, and strategic approach made him one of the most respected champions in the UFC. Cormier's move back to the heavyweight division marked a defining moment in his career. Facing Stipe Miocic, widely regarded as the most successful UFC heavyweight champion of all time, Cormier had a chance to etch his name in history. Their bout at UFC 226 saw Cormier shock the world with a first-round knockout, earning him the heavyweight title and making him only the second fighter in UFC history to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. The victory solidified his legacy and added a new dimension to his career. It was not just a win, but a statement of his greatness across multiple divisions. Cormier's success at heavyweight also led to his coaching role on The Ultimate Fighter, where he squared off with Miocic in preparation for their rematch. The build-up to their second fight was intense, with both men determined to prove their dominance. In their rematch at UFC 241, Miocic adapted his strategy, focusing on body shots that eventually wore down Cormier, leading to a 4th-round TKO victory. The loss was a humbling moment for Cormier, but he approached it with grace, emphasizing his respect for Miocic and acknowledging the adjustments his opponent made. As Cormier neared the end of his career, injuries and age became increasingly significant factors. Years of grueling training camps and battles in the octagon took a toll on his body. After losing the trilogy fight against Miocic at UFC 252, Cormier announced his retirement. Reflecting on his career, he emphasized that he had no regrets and was proud of his accomplishments. His final fight against Miocic was a fitting end to a storied career, as he competed for the heavyweight title, representing the pinnacle of the sport. Beyond his accomplishments in the cage, Cormier's legacy extends to his character and contributions to the sport. Known for his humility, work ethic, and sportsmanship, he earned the respect of fans, peers, and commentators alike. His ability to balance the intensity of competition with a sense of humor and relatability endeared him to many. Whether it was his post-fight interviews, where he candidly discussed his performances, or his interactions with fans, Cormier remained grounded and approachable. Cormier's transition to broadcasting further demonstrated his versatility and passion for MMA. As a commentator and analyst, he brought a unique perspective, combining technical expertise with a deep understanding of the sport's nuances. His commentary during fights often provided valuable insights, helping fans appreciate the intricacies of MMA. This role allowed him to stay connected to the sport and contribute to its growth, even after retiring from competition. Outside the octagon, Cormier's life was marked by personal triumphs and tragedies that shaped his perspective. Losing his father at a young age, enduring the death of a daughter in a car accident, and later facing the loss of his own father during his career were deeply impactful moments. These experiences reinforced his commitment to his family and his determination to provide a better future for his loved ones. He often spoke about the sacrifices his parents made to support his wrestling and fighting aspirations, and his success became a way to honor their efforts. Cormier's role as a family man was central to his identity. He frequently spoke about the importance of being a positive role model for his children and balancing the demands of his career with his responsibilities at home. This commitment was evident in his decision-making throughout his career, as he prioritized long-term health and family well-being over extending his time in the octagon unnecessarily. As one of the most decorated athletes in MMA history, Cormier's legacy is not defined solely by his championships or accolades. It is also about the way he carried himself, the respect he earned from his peers, and the inspiration he provided to aspiring fighters. His journey from a small-town wrestler to a 2-division UFC champion is a story of perseverance, dedication, and the pursuit of greatness. Even in retirement, Cormier remains a significant figure in the MMA world. His presence as a commentator, coach, and ambassador for the sport ensures that his influence will endure for years to come. Whether mentoring young fighters, providing expert analysis during broadcasts, or sharing his story with fans, Cormier continues to leave a lasting impact. Daniel Cormier's career is a reminder that greatness is not just about winning, but about overcoming adversity, striving for improvement, and making a positive difference in the lives of others. His journey is one of resilience, humility, and a relentless drive to achieve his goals, leaving a legacy that extends far beyond the octagon. If you enjoyed this deep dive into DC's legacy, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel for more compelling stories, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments below what you admire most about Daniel Cormier, or suggest who you'd like to see us cover next.